I smoked my first pack of cigarettes in Boy Scouts. They don't, it's levels.
Okay.
Damn,
that's cool.
Yeah, I was a cool kid.
I can tell. You were smoking Black and Miles at a Charlie Wilson concert. You were doing all right.
You were a cool kid. Now, I don't know if your peers thought so, but
No.
But the 28-year-olds you knew, they were probably like, yeah, this guy's kind of cool. He kind of fun to hang out with.
You kind of like it?
Like, man, I know he's in 6th grade, but I fuck with him, man. He kind of cool.
Cool nigga, bro.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Yeah, welcome to another phenomenal episode of My Mama Told Me.
The podcast where we dive deep into the pockets of black conspiracy theories.
And we finally worked to prove that Charlie Wilson is the final boss in humanity's eternal war against old niggas in the club. He is who is standing between us and eternal peace. That is the final motherfucker. He's got
first name Charlie, last name Wilson. Wrote a song about it.
He's got skinny pants on and a striped fedora, and he is making it difficult for us to talk to ladies we like.
Only thing skinnier than those pants is that mustache. It is thin.
Hey, make it look like I'm wearing dress shoes and a jersey, because I want it thin.
Have you ever been swooped by an old man in the club?
Oh, like he big dogged me?
Yeah.
I can say with a fair amount of confidence I have not. Nah, I've never had that happen to me.
Not in the club, but in a bar, because I don't go to clubs much. But I've definitely had it in a bar where I was talking to a girl and then an older man with money. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because what do I got? I can get you.
As a country nigga, bro, that shit is regular.
Whoa.
I got swooped at a Charlie Wilson show, actually.
Oh, no!
When I was in middle school.
No!
When I was a kid.
Oh, God!
Yeah, bro, you don't understand. It's a kind of regular occurrence. And a nigga come in with like alligator pants and snakeskin shoes. And
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna say?
You got on platinum FUBU. What are you supposed to say?
What are you gonna threaten to beat him up? Shut up, stupid. He'll kill you.
Multiple knives on him at any given moment. No.
So many knives.
That man has a switchblade in his back pocket and a fair amount of butterfly knives in his front. He's gonna tear you up.
He's got weapons we don't talk about anymore. He's got a blackjack.
You don't understand. Bobby Rush got to be in his mid-80s and still has like big booty women shaking their ass on stage.
Wow.
You can't beat that, man.
Wait, run down the scenario though. I would like to hear what happened at this Charlie Wilson concert.
That's good. Good question. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in high school, middle school, high school. You used to go to Tunica, Mississippi every year for a convention. I had never been to a concert
Charlie
before.
Wilson convention.
No, it was yeah, I had a fedora and Hall & Oates. It was fun.
I believe it's called Charlie Con. And
all the crack dealers was right outside waiting notice. It was great. No, it was let's just go make me sound bad. But it was Congressional Black Caucus. They used to do a thing in Tunica every year. So I was up there with my dad, and
that doesn't sound bad.
I mean, I made a crack joke. I don't know.
It's gonna get worse.
I'm listen, very afraid that it's coming out.
Yeah, no.
I'm up there, and Charlie Wilson shows happen. I've never been to a concert before. Charlie Wilson to this day puts on one of the best concerts I've ever seen in my life.
I believe that.
Spectacular. Bobby Rush opened for him. Bobby Rush had a woman with the biggest ass I've ever seen in my life, moving each cheek to the drum beat. It was amazing. So I mean, I'm 14, 15. I think
they call that isometrics.
Come on, man. I'm talking to some girl that's in college. I'm like, yeah, I'm 15, 16. I'm about to make this happen. And a person who remained nameless because they are still in my life currently walks over and is like, I want a drink. And I was like, yeah, let's get a drink. We go to the bar. We're both underage. And next thing I know, I am behind them and he is hitting this move. And I was
Oh
like,
no.
yeah.
God damn. And
You don't
never-
want to say it, but I'll say it. Uncle Al. Why'd you do that? It was for sure an older relative.
I wish it was worse. It was dude has known me my entire life. I will say.
Oh,
that,
this
but
is like
yeah.
this was a mentor that,
Yeah.
that took advantage of you at your most vulnerable.
It was. I walked outside and smoked a black and mild. I was like, "Y'all got it, bro."
That's
God
And we're in a
damn.
casino, by the way. We're in a casino.
Imagine stealing a boy's lover and then forcing him into a life of smoking black and milds. You know what I mean? Like that's a defining moment for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Damn.
I want to fight that nigga every time I see him, but then he bring bitches around, so I gotta let.
Of course he does.
Wow.
Clearly.
Wow.
Damn.
And you're all right. Good for
Hey,
you.
man.
You really made it
Yeah,
through.
you seem like you're doing okay.
Yeah.
This is from Zara. We don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
All right. Well, you're struggling, and
Hey,
we'll
man.
get you back on your feet.
Yeah,
Our guest today, we've already learned so much about him without even introducing him.
Black and mild enthusiast.
First and foremost, he is a black and mild enthusiast. Second, he is an exceptional writer. You know him best from his work on the short series Bizarro World, which I love dearly. He wrote all of it. It's so funny, so cool. Please give it up for our guest, Mr. Khari Johnson.
I should get some applause.
I thought it was
Yeah, I
applause.
thought you were gonna
I was-
drop something.
really,
I
okay.
didn't.
I was-
We got really talk about
Yeah.
it before.
You want to
maybe.
try again? You want me to say it
No,
again, and then you'll
I can
just
get it. I can. Yeah, just do it again. Do it again.
okay.
Y'all blown the moment. We don't.
No,
have-
we'll get this, and you'll like it.
It's gonna
Give
be
it. Give
good.
my man a second. He'll figure it
It's
out.
gonna be good.
All right, here we go. And I'll just do it. He's so talented. Give it up for Khari Johnson.
Holy shit, look at them buns.
Yeah. See, I told you he'd take care of you.
I'm sitting on a whole lot of ass over here. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love to be seen. I appreciate it.
It's your thick ass. Thanks for doing the podcast.
No, thank you, man. When you called me, I was like, y'all went from Hannibal to me. So I know the podcast is just a downward trajectory.
Hey,
And I just appreciate being involved.
there were a lot of duds between you and Hannibal. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
You picked me up. Like, you know.
Yeah, listen, if we die, it ain't because of you.
No.
We've all made terrible mistakes.
They'll find out about my tax. Never mind.
Don't implicate me, big dog. I don't.
Yeah. No, I pay taxes every year.
That's one of us.
You came to us with a conspiracy theory that when you told me about it originally, I got so excited, and I remain as excited for this conversation as I was from the day that you told me. But you told me my mama told me.
The Pascagoula humanoid is real.
Yeah. So
Tell us
Yeah, you
everything you
gotta-
know.
yeah. So Pascagoula humanoid is like the way it was always taught to be, because like the abduction part was sort of secondary, because the abduction was always just like it's these two rednecks. One is like 19, the other was in his early 30s. I don't know if they were related. I don't know why they were fishing together.
Aren't they kind of all?
It's a little. Well, I am from Mississippi. This is a Mississippi story. So they're fishing, they drinking, and then they see a blue light in the sky, and they both pass out. And when they wake up, they're like being probed. It's general, like, alien abduction thing.
But probe.
Things are happening. I can't speak to their experience, how
Sorry,
much they're enjoying it.
I hate to be a stickler here, but here on the pod, we really need you to
We
confirm
gotta know
or
what
deny
kind
the
of
butt.
probe.
Listen,
We don't
you know.
ask for much from our guests, but you got to make a choice. Do you think they were up that butt or not?
I think they were deep up there, but rest in peace
Okay.
to one of them,
Died from butt probing, apparently.
2-3 times too many is what I'm assuming.
Hey,
He made it to old age. God bless him.
tale as old as time.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's the story that I was told. And then the design of the alien was the thing that always drew my attention when I was a kid, because it looks like, have y'all seen Metropolis? Like the old ass Metropolis?
Yeah.
So the aliens look like that, where they got like little shit coming out the ears. Like they got shrink ears and no eyes, and then like a slit in their mouth, and then like a schnoz on them.
Oh,
And
big
then-
schnoz.
Big old nose.
That's what the
Okay.
probing hat came from.
Oh, he gave him the
Whoa,
gonzo.
wait a
Bro,
minute.
and they got
Whoa.
claws because they don't have hands. They have claws. They got like crab claws for hands.
So they're using the nose for the probing. They're sniffing ass,
to say the least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they levitate is the other part. But I was in Boy Scouts. I was in an all-white troop. So like that was like you do the snipe hunt, some racist shit gets said to you in the snipe hunt, and then after that you go to campfire.
Wait. As someone who was not in a Boy Scout, what's a snipe hunt?
Oh, so the snipe is a fake animal. Every time people tell the story is different. But like for us, they told us it was like a dodo bird. It was like a bird. And the goal is you taking a kid in the woods for camping or hunting for the first time, and you tell them to go find a snipe. So you send them on the dummy hunt in the woods. So for us, they just like I think I came in with like 5 or 6 other kids, all white boys. So it gets real weird real fast.
Yeah.
No,
I try to stay away from whites and the woods at the same time.
Man, this was not my decision. This is not my choice to be a part of this. I love Boy Scouts. You know, I'm an Eagle Scout. I finished, but like this time,
you finished.
I finished.
I would have saluted you when we logged on. I would have honored you appropriately.
Yeah, I obey the law of the pack. They say that, right?
Yeah, you never saw Bori. You never saw Up.
Is that the movie that was sad in the beginning?
That's how that's most Pixar movies. I'd go so far as to say Nemo's mama dies too, but we don't harp on that one the same way we do because that old man lost his wife well into their 70s. It's a little.
You know the original opening of that? There was a scene where he like beats her in that montage.
Ha!
Get the fuck out of here!
No, not a joke. This is not a joke. Like a part of the animatic, they were like there was a domestic dispute thing that they cut out of it.
Whoa!
Yeah,
of course
man.
they did. Of course they did.
It's Ed Asner, bro.
You thought that was gonna make the final cut?
I'm less concerned that they cut it out, and more concerned that they wrote it in the first place. What are you doing?
Listen, a marriage can be long and complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't brag about it at restaurants. I keep that part private.
It was in his mind. Like it was his own clip show. I mean, he was thinking about the greatest hits. And some of the hits was extra great.
He's like, damn, I really beat her ass that night.
Yeah.
I smacked the shit out there.
Yeah, that one, I got my pivot. I popped it back.
God damn. Yeah, well, I learned about the snipe from Up because he sends the little chubby kid to go looking for a snipe. He then discovers the giant bird that becomes the sort of like motivation inside of the film.
I don't remember most of that movie, apparently.
Yeah, I have a child at home and I've had to watch it more times than I'd care to admit.
You don't have to explain yourself to me.
All right, fair enough. I'm an up head.
You're an up guy. You like uppers. Some of us like downers. It's not a big deal.
Well, amphetamine.
So Khari, you are told this story while on a snipe hunt by these young white boys.
Well, it gets a little worse. And I do want to like
somebody said something racist to him.
Yeah, I mean they didn't say anything racist. It just got racist real fast because we're in the woods. They're older scouts. It was in a pretty big troop. It was like 25 kids. 5 of us are new, so they got us out there. And they get everybody to like, take your shirt off, go hide in the bushes.
What?
It doesn't go that way. It doesn't go that way. It doesn't go that way. It doesn't go that way.
Because I was going to say Boy Scouts. Come on, y'all.
I know. I got to clarify. I'm the only black kid there. I have to say again. The other kids are told like, oh yeah, put mud on your face. And they look at me and said, Khari good.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Khari's good. Don't worry about it, man. Just take your shirt off.
I saw it coming as soon as you said, take your shirt off.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So it's sitting in the bushes holding a stick.
Damn, they wouldn't even let you do blackface.
That
That's
was
crazy.
like, nah. Dark enough, big dog.
Damn.
So in between this weird animal session you had with these boys, you hear this story. Are you bought in? Do you believe in this shit?
I like aliens. Like, and I was a kid. I burned out the Men in Black VHS. Like, I was a big aliens kid. But I definitely was. I don't know. Mississippi has like a lot of weird, like cryptids and like lore because it's like this place is Mississippi. So when I heard that, when I was like, I don't know. And I, like the older I got, the more I was like in swamps late at night. I was like, it is weird out here. but they might have just like got molested and got drunk and had an
Right.
experience.
Yeah.
Because so the story, every time they tell the story, it's something in the butt.
It's always like,
They
hey,
do mess. Yeah.
got pro. Then they come back. I mean, like even.
Wait, so they told the little boys that?
Dude, I mean, we were 12, and it's like 17-year-olds talking to us. I don't know. What do you want?
Yeah,
like it's not like
Oh,
adults
yeah, they
doing
don't.
this. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant it was grown men.
Yeah, they don't value your lives. They're like, oh, I'm going to tell you stuff I know. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Bori, where do you stand in all of this? I don't know that I know how you feel about the possibility of aliens, specifically Mississippi aliens.
I believe in aliens a lot more than I believe in like the local lore of like monsters and whatnot. Because aliens is just that's just a numbers game. Is it with the expansive infinity of space and multiple universes and of course there's something else that could sustain life, another place. That doesn't seem crazy to me. That's like, it only makes sense to me. Now, when you talk about like the abominable snowman, that's when I'm I don't know. But aliens,
You don't fuck around with that.
I just don't know why they would come. I'm not against it. I don't know why they would come so far to put stuff in our butts.
For our little booty holes. That's a long ride for
We
booty
all have
holes.
other orifices.
I mean, but like they're not putting stuff in our butts as like black
Rednecks.
People. Like I just want to.
That's true.
I don't know. I just like
Oh.
aliens.
That's
are
crazy
not-
because we got the best butts.
that I would agree. I'm sitting on
Or-
a donkey.
Or the hardest to get to the part they care about. You know what I mean? If you really want that hole, there's a whole lot of meat in the way
those
when you're
cheeks are
dealing
gonna
with the
test
black.
you. I think we all know.
Yeah.
Those cheeks are gonna test you. There's you must be a certain height to ride that ride.
Hey.
Men, it's where men are made. You know what I mean?
And if you ain't got it, you're gonna have to flip it around. Go in the front door like fucking a stranger.
Hey, and if you ain't got it, you got some explaining to do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you gotta figure out how to move in that dance.
Yeah, you was talking all that shit on Instagram. Anyways.
No, it is a fascinating obsession with the anus. I think that does make you question some of the local legend that develops. I will say that to your point about life developing, I don't know if y'all saw this. Apparently, one of Jupiter's moons they just discovered has like all 5 key elements that
I
like
did see that.
a place would need to be able to sustain life. So to your point, the idea that even in our own solar system now, they're discovering like the possibility of like at least what could form life would lead me to believe that like we don't know a goddamn thing about whether or not anything exists, much less being able to be like, yo, absolutely not anywhere near us kind of thing.
And we don't know what.
Was it Avatar on one of the moons of Jupiter? Am I tripping? Is it?
Oh, is it an Avatar? I don't know.
I don't. I mean, I thought Avatar took place on one of the moons of Jupiter. I thought that's.
Oh, Pandora?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I'll be honest. I fell asleep during that first one, and I haven't even gone back for the second. That
You
shit
didn't see
sucks
the
to
water
me.
one where they go
Oh,
hang
yeah.
out with the Puerto Ricans?
No.
The water looks amazing.
It does look
I-
amazing.
Listen, I bet it's aesthetically pleasing. I haven't heard one person say they've enjoyed watching it.
It's not like a good movie, no.
They right? Like, what do y'all? I don't know what niggas want from movies anymore, man.
My man, I'll go look at water in real life if that's the only
But it's blue
selling point.
monkeys. It's blue monkeys, and one of them is thick. Like I don't know what y'all want.
Nah,
You know who
one
else
of
has
them is
blue
low-key
monkeys?
thick. It's like a Mrs. Incredible situation where you're like, wait a second.
Wait a second.
Wait
Wait
a
a-
minute.
Okay, now I do want to see the movie. If y'all are going to sell it through thickness, that's appealing.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
started with water. That ain't my shit. I want to see a thick monkey. I'm not a psychopath.
Yeah, okay.
Don't
Oh.
sell me on water, man. That's crazy. Y'all
You're
are
right.
bugging.
You just go, it's beautiful. It's a good looking movie.
Okay, so you like aliens. You were attracted to sort of this alien story. I guess the best question I can ask before we go to break is where do you fall in this faith now, in this belief now? Are you still a potential believer, or have you fallen off? Are you no longer on board with it?
I mean, it's kind of impossible. I have to say I believe in aliens. I just don't think that they would give a fuck about us. Like,
right.
Unless they came to like kick it. Like if we were out and an alien was there doing coke, then I would be like, okay, I get why you're here.
Yeah,
you know, like if they were at a future show, I would get that. But like, I don't really know why you would be in the swamps of Pascagoula to, you know, hit on some rednecks.
It sounds like he didn't hit on him, right? They just went. He went and got it.
That's right. To the...
Yeah, they're never having fun when they come down. They're never like doing some fun shit.
Right.
And we have fun shit. And maybe we have
a lot of fun shit.
Maybe that's short-sighted though, that to believe that our fun shit would be their fun shit.
We also have this very arrogant, like, human idea, this like narrative of the maybe it's just an American thing of the alien who has so much fun he wants to stay, like Alf or like Mork from Mork and Mindy and shit like that. Where they're like, oh, humans are so fun, I don't want to go away. So I mean, it could be that.
This nigga said Mork and Mindy, y'all are old as fuck. I'm so sorry. I'm
26 years old for branding purposes.
I'm 28. Oh my god.
No, I was lying. I'm 36.
Oh, okay, 36. I feel better now. Okay, good.
I am 36. I'm 36, though. That's real.
No, not the 20. The 20 is what I was denying emphatically.
I know all the dances.
Which one was that one?
You know,
that was
fishing. I'm reeling that motherfucker in.
That was your right guard going up in karate.
Hiya!
All right, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna be back with more Khari Johnson and more My Mama Told Me.
How is my man supposed to schmeat his meat with this shit, bro? What the fuck?
We are back with Khari Johnson discussing, I guess, the reality of aliens and whether or not they are into your booty holes or cheek meats, depending on the species, I assume. And it's a riveting conversation.
Yeah, I think you nailed it all. I think specifically the Pascagoula aliens and whether or not they are specifically interested in the meats of the locals. Has there been anyone else since in your mind that has sort of talked about? Okay,
that was my question.
Yeah,
of these same aliens.
Yeah, the same. Like, I mean, and the design of the aliens are so specific because they I don't know. It's something. The look of them I love, but like, because they got like elephant feet. I don't know if I sent you all the pictures, but like,
I didn't know about the elephant feet.
They got like They look like elephant hooves and they float off the ground. So it's been a couple like sightings since then. And the dude one of the younger of the two dudes that's still alive, he wrote a book about it and then went on tours about it. Which, I mean, of course you're supposed to do that when you have an alien sighting, obviously. But like, it's been a couple other sightings, not like in my lifetime. Basically, I think when the alien craze is at its biggest, where people were like having sightings all the time. And it's something very specific about it being here, because you don't really hear about aliens in the South. It's always like in the in Arizona or Phoenix. Phoenix is in Arizona.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like the Midwest a lot too, like with the crop circles and things.
Yeah. Maybe this is truly my own ignorance, but I've always, I think, presumed that the South had a lot of alien shit. But I think
is that because of AT aliens?
That must be what it is.
Thanks, Andre.
I was like, these two boys wouldn't lie to me. There's probably aliens down there. I think I just associate it with backwoods shit, and backwoods for me is synonymous with the South, but that's not fair.
He doesn't even know he just insulted your
that
whole
was
place.
Crazy.
That's not fair. It's
you
not fair.
You know the roof with that one. Nigga, you from Chicago. That's just like that's big. That's like Mississippi's big, like little brother. Really, like what is?
Yeah. But we don't see it that way. You know what I mean?
We do.
You know what I mean? Like we think we're better than that.
Y'all niggas be catfish. Shout out. Listen, man. I don't know what you want from me. No, aliens. Nah, it's more like we do ghosts. We do ghosts big time. Like hauntings and that type of shit. I mean,
that's what my big question for this was, because this to me, besides the anal penetration, sounds like more of a ghost situation.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of funny. I never thought about it.
Or like a spirit. And then it's like if there were multiple sightings, maybe that's just the area that spirit's haunting.
Well, here's something pretty sensational that I get to share with you boys is that I actually found a documentary relating to this exact subject. It's an hour and 15 minutes long. I've watched most of it. I haven't finished it quite yet.
I like that you're going to go back and finish it after the episode. So.
Oh, I'm not done. I'm having a pretty good time with this one. I got pretty high and I had a pretty fun time, and you'll see why, because in the documentary they actually do a AI rendering of the abduction. It is sensational. Truly one of my favorite things that I've uncovered in recent history.
Little did I know that over 100 miles away in Pascagoula, Mississippi, Calvin Parker and Charlie Hickson were about to have the most horrific experience of their lives. 3 robotic creatures emerged from the craft.
Oh, yeah.
And with machine efficiency, they took Calvin and Charlie.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Look at them boys. About to get took.
Oh.
This feels real, don't it, fellas?
There's a lot of fog.
The water.
You talking about fucking Avatar.
Both
this is a
were
good movie.
injected with something that paralyzed and immobilized them.
No.
The injections were painful and sedative.
Oh, this is way more graphic than the story I heard.
Oh yeah. Wait till they get in the ship.
The 2 men were lifted up and carried into the spacecraft.
Don't go into the light. Oh no.
They're about to get fucked.
They were examined and scanned.
That one's head looks like a dick.
Calvin was abused by a female alien.
There it is.
Okay. Now you know it was female, Calvin. He made that up. He doesn't know.
And she had a fat ass.
He's like, it was for sure a girl.
And dumped on the riverbank, still paralyzed from the encounter.
It's not gay if I got pig.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They drop him off. Here's my favorite part. Watch this. He just falls down.
He dropped his old ass.
There, they agreed to never talk about the incident. However, after Charlie reported the encounter to the local sheriff, the news media picked up the story, and their lives would change forever.
So we can pause it there. We can shut that down, Olivia. I think you are getting already to the core of what I felt in researching this entire thing. Yes, let's unpack some of the information. 1973, October 11, 2 men. Charles Hickson, who is 42 years old. You said early 30s. He is 42 years old. And then a 19-year-old Calvin Parker were going fishing in the middle of the night, apparently, on the pier of the Pascagoula River. They claim they heard this whizzing sound 40 feet across. This giant thing appears. It's like 8 to 10 feet tall. It's 40 feet wide. It's terrifying. It's shining with these blue lights. They then are descended upon by these floating, weird metallic aliens with wrinkly skin and pointy noses and ears, who then take them into the spacecraft, and they both, or rather, claim that they were then probed and sort of studied.
So
and
that's
then
how they get
released
you.
Back. Yep, yeah, exactly. Back onto the river after it was all over.
Damn, y'all, just say you were in love.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was love, Big Dog. They don't sound like love.
I mean, between each other.
Yeah, I think I lean more towards what Khari is suggesting here, is that I just think that man sexually assaulted that nice 19-year-old boy.
Oh, you think like he gave him a sedative?
I don't even know if it's that evolved, dog. I think he might have just got him drunk and made him do some stuff and then convinced him aliens was easier.
I just know when you're fishing, sometimes you have like a sock full of like something to hit the fish to knock it out. Whoa. I just think he said, "Well."
Oh, he whapped him.
So he saw. I mean, Charlie saw a bright light, and he saw something big coming towards him.
Yeah,
and it wasn't.
Slap whapped him. Aliens are back.
What's so fascinating about this whap over the head suggestion is that part of the claims that of people who say that Charlie in fact did, well, they don't say that. What they say is that this incident didn't happen the way that they're explaining it, is that Calvin's initial interview with the police, he says that he was passed out the entire time and does not remember any of the information about the aliens. Yes, Calvin is the 19-year-old.
Oh, no. Come on.
He says
open and shut case, dog.
He said he didn't have anything. And then, and Khari, you already talked about this. Then later, he, in later accounts, he goes, "Oh, I do remember this is what happened. All these crazy things happened. I just, couldn't remember because of the trauma of the moment," kind of thing.
Oh, no.
I got to drive down to Pascagoula and get that man a hug. He's not okay.
Not too tight.
Not too tight. I don't want to be a victim. But
you don't want to trigger a flashback. Oof. Yeah, this thing comes apart real quick. Damn.
My favorite part inside of this is that not only is the older man the vocal leader in telling all of the stories, right, that are eventually become like sort of manipulated and traumatizing for poor Calvin to absorb, but even some of the quotes that he is said to, or that he did actually say, because they did find audio, literal audio of the initial interview between these men and the officers, right? And specifically, they even have some of the audio from when the officers leave the room, because it was like voice activated shit. So like they'd keep talking in private, and most of it is just them being like, "Hey, remember, we can't talk about this. No, we gotta, nobody's gonna believe us. So I can't believe this is our lives now, but this is what it is." Like, it's them being fucking weird if you think about it as sexual assault. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
But my favorite quotes, these are two of my favorite quotes, is that at one point, Charlie goes, "All of us moved like we were floating through air. When I got in there, they had me. They just kind of had me there. There were no seats, no chain. They just moved me around. I couldn't resist them. I just floated, felt no sensation, no pain. They kept me in that position a little while. Then they raised me back up."
I'm sorry. Sexual assault's not funny. Jesus Christ.
And then he goes on to, oh, please go ahead.
I'm so upset. I thought we were going to be here talking about aliens. This guy clearly got touched by his boss at the Quick Trip, and now we gotta... Oh, boy.
It's bad, big dog. He goes on. There's at some point where they describe that there's like this eye in the room, right? The aliens don't really have eyes, but like they have like some kind of machine that's meant to be used for the probing that is able to be this all-seeing moving eye in the room. And they're describing the eye, and he says it looked like an eye, like a big eye. It had some kind of attachment to it. It moved. It looked like a big eye, and it went all over my body, up and down, and then they left me. Oh man,
I hate this.
Yeah, no, it's bad. He got molested.
Bad. He got molested for sure.
Yeah,
and them cops, like it's 1973 Mississippi. Like them cops were like,
yeah,
sure, boys.
Whatever y'all say, big dog.
Here's what's even funnier is that I actually also found footage of some of the officers involved in this situation and also witnesses. And I was going to show one of the witnesses, but I actually think it'd be better if you could see the sheriff. Olivia, if you can pull up the video the second or the other video that I sent you, there's a part, and we'll have to do a little bit of scrolling to find it specifically, but there's an interview with a sheriff that I think felt very revealing to what we're talking about.
Sheriff Diamond, can you tell me just what happened that night?
No, sir, I can't. All I can tell you is it was 2 men came into the sheriff's department approximately 8:30 and 9 o'clock. They were all excited and upset, wanting to climb the wall. The sheriff was crying. That's actually all I know is what happened. And as far as me seeing what happened, I don't know.
Oh man, they had sex with each other.
All I know is what they said.
It's just two repressed men. Literally, like the sheriff and whoever this deputy is just being so repressed that they're like, I couldn't possibly tell you what happened that night.
What happened that night?
I wouldn't even begin to imagine what happened, and I'm not gonna play that game. No.
Oh, this is. Do we have any information on what happened to these two men? Because you said the one went on tour later. The younger one.
The old guy died. He was 42 at the time. This was 1973, so I think he died the way old people die. And then the younger one is still alive, and to Khari's point, sort of tried to make this into a bit of a brand afterwards. So he was, and that's what makes it so fascinating, is he was very hesitant to communicate about this for a long time. Like, he didn't say shit, never really was a vocal leader in this story. And then later in life wrote a book about it and started to try to like garner attention relating to this incident.
Trauma crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's tough.
Have you seen the cover of the book?
I haven't. No.
It's a redrawing of him at like 19, and the aliens are like over his shoulder. It looks like. Yeah. I didn't think about it like that till you said it, but now I'm like, yep.
Yeah, no, I think he got sexually assaulted, guys. I don't think there's much debate here.
Yeah, I wanted this to be a conspiracy and not a sexual assault really bad.
Yeah, and even when I
want most things to be a conspiracy and not a sexual
I would
assault,
always, if you give me the option between those two, I pick conspiracy every time.
Every time.
Unfortunately, oftentimes it goes the other way.
It's really is a shame that the ratio is not strong in favor of conspiracy to sexual assault.
No,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
But Cosby was trying to buy NBC, and I think we can all agree on that.
Well,
right?
obviously. What happened to Ennis? What happened to Ennis?
He was the number one show for 10 years.
Come on, dog. He ain't do nothing to nobody, and we all know it. One of the additional pieces that I will tell you is that one of the things that they do to refute the alien conspiracy shit is they always, and they do this with everything, is that they claim that that this is a want for attention, that the motherfuckers are going to get rich and famous off of the backs of fake aliens. And Bori, I can tell you're already not on board with this shit.
Well, you said, oh boy, it took a long time to even talk about it. Which I would make sense to me if he had got assaulted and he's like, man, I'm not going to tell everybody that this was aliens. I got, I don't know the sound for it.
I don't think it sounds like that.
I don't know. But
I don't think it sounds like people joining the Lollipop Guild. I think it's a little
you
more,
tell me what sexual assault sounds like, please, because I'm over here.
You know so much.
I'm drowning.
I dare not. I dare not mock.
You're laughing as you say it. You can't. You literally can't stop laughing.
Oh, my soul's trash. You know that.
I do know that.
So do our listeners.
To their credit, they truly did come up with like an iconic like alien design.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like
that is respectable.
Like, very creative. If out of a bad thing came a great thing.
That's true.
know?
Yeah, they were sort of visionaries in whatever they were doing together.
And nobody has there's no info anywhere about what these guys' relationship to each other was before this night.
I didn't find a lot, no. And it is frustrating as I was even reading about this shit that like not a lot of people are even suggesting what we're suggesting. It's not
but there are some.
No, I didn't. I honestly did not encounter anything that said that there is a likelihood that young Calvin was molested by Charlie.
So we're the first ones here.
As far as I know, and I didn't probe for that, but
He's a monster.
Yeah, he's an animal. He's an animal. Look at him. He's so happy.
Hey, come on, that was pretty good, fellas.
And again, let's take a step back. It's two white dudes in Jackson County, Mississippi in 1973. They didn't have anything positive to say about us. We're monkeys. Like we get a little poke back.
Yeah.
See, I think they got to call a lot of poke back.
Hey.
See, you're a bad guy too. You're not better than me.
Yeah, but I'm the dark horse anyway. You have a family.
Oh
no, I didn't mean that like that.
But yeah, no, there was not a lot of, it wasn't common in the research I was doing of people being like, I think it could have been just a man taking advantage of a young boy.
I feel like even if I was around at that time, I would have been like, I know what happened.
It seems pretty obvious.
And again, if you were around at that time, you said, I know what happens, it'd be like, shut up, nigga. Like, it would have been so close.
You don't eat here.
Would you say that you're racist?
Not at all. No. Look at my dog. He's as black as can be.
Woof, woof.
So I do think we are breaking ground in some ways. And I do think in a lot of ways we solved this problem, that there's not a large likelihood that he was doing this for attention. This is merely right? Nobody gets famous off of fucking conspiracy theories and alien hoaxes. There's no alien Cardi B. You know what I mean? Like right. There's just
Joe Rogan.
Cardi B. No, Joe Rogan got famous from being that short. That's why we know him most.
Making niggas eat roaches for $2.
I watch that all the time.
We're like, this man's so little. We got to study.
Yeah, little guy making people eat horse dicks on UPN. I think I got
How do you do that? How does he have so much confidence when he's so little? But I think at its core, this is the story of a boy who was traumatized by an older man and figured out a way to survive through this alien story and unfortunately not get the healing he probably deserves.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to, as much as I would like to combat that, I think that if we have to look at all the evidence presented, I think I feel the same way. I think he got diddled by the moonlight. I think maybe the guy drugged him though.
Okay.
I think he drugged him some type of.
You don't think it was the fish slap that
Oh, it could have been. He could have got the fish slap. It could have been the fish slap or some GHB, or maybe it was a mixture. They were rednecks, so they were drinking.
Sure, yeah.
So when he went to put another worm on the hook, he boop something in that drink.
He got a worm already. He got a worm.
Well, I think that's a good
a night crawl.
Okay, now we're out of control. That's
what?
where
that was out of control.
That's where the police get called. I think is.
Okay. I guess I don't know the line anymore. I'm sorry. I guess I don't know the line.
I've been pretty decent this whole episode, and you got really wild at the end there.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
Yeah, that's a concern. I didn't know the actual facts. I didn't know the facts.
Oh yeah, no, that's tough. What my question is, before we consider this solved, you said that there were people later who had claimed
that they saw them. But
they
nobody
saw
else really
them.
said that they got abducted.
So if I'm referring correctly to what you're talking about, one of the people is a gentleman from the interview I was going to show, but then the other person is this lady, Susan Snow. Susan Snow comes forward. Yeah, I didn't listen. I watched an interview with her in that documentary I was telling you boys about, and and she is not a very believable character. She's like this woman who also was 19 at the time, so we take it for whatever it is. But she claims to have been walking her dogs that evening and from a distance watched the alien abduction happen. That she was like walking her dogs.
She said she saw it. This thing happen.
She said
In
that
73.
she watched the aliens descend and then saw the interaction between them and Charlie. And from a
Quit saying
distance, she
interaction.
said,
Say what happened.
from a distance, she claims that it looked like humans until she sort of saw the actions playing all the way out, at which point she concluded it was aliens.
That feels homophobic. That feels very homophobic.
Yeah, said actions were.
Yeah. They look like humans until he mounted. And I'm like, hey, man,
I thought they were people till he put it in there. And then
I was like, whoa.
Until he put his
man don't do that.
Until he put his nose in a butt. And I was like, maybe that's something else. Maybe that's a sin from out of this world.
Has he acknowledged anything about the butt stuff ever again? Did he ever talk about it?
So I did
that's
watch.
The craziest thing to me is that you didn't have to say that happened.
So in an interview that I was watching with Calvin, who is the younger one, is all now grown up. Rugrats grown up. He's a much older man now, but
equally as disappointing as Rugrats all grown up.
Yeah, no, it's real boring subplot. But that said, in his interview, he does address the fact that the only thing that he really talked about with the alien probing, other than like saying that he was probed, is he does address the woman of it all. And he says the only reason he concluded she was a woman is because she looked different than the other ones. And then also had a woman's voice through telepathy, that they could not use their mouth, but through her brain, she basically said, "We're not here to hurt you."
And then
Charlie
she
was whispered in his ear.
Yeah.
I'm not here to hurt you, big dog.
And his brain could only process it as a woman saying the thing. Yeah, no, it's bad.
Whatever
it's
you
very,
tell
very
yourself,
bad.
I guess.
Jesus Christ. I didn't mean to bring this to y'all.
This is this one.
This is just a funny thing.
I might have to smoke a cigarette after this. This is bad.
You know who needs a cigarette is old Calvin. I think Calvin, he can use a cigarette.
We need to get him a Black and Mild.
Yeah. Wine wood tip Black and Mild to do him good.
There you go. Smoke the
we
whole
can make
thing.
this vow as a podcast. If we are ever sponsored by Black and Milds in any form, we don't care what brand, Black and Mild, if they ever come forward and want to sponsor the podcast, we will send a crate of Black and Milds directly. We will have them dropped off
100%.
Anonymously, the way that they give those T-shirts away in Africa. They'll just we'll drop them out of a plane and parachute them onto Calvin's land, and we will give Calvin a crate of Black and Milds and encourage him to use that as therapy rather than talking to anybody else about his alien experience.
I think a lot of great men have participated in Black and Mild therapy.
I
think this goes back.
First and foremost, I'm not ashamed of it, brother.
And it started early for old Khari. So.
There you go.
Wine wood tip ain't never did me wrong.
Come on. Taking a long break at work.
Hey, man.
I'm not coming back for a black and a half. We got 45 minutes.
A black and a half.
David, you've been gone for a black and a half. What are you doing? Look, buddy, we get it. A black, that's fine. But a black and a half, you're going to get fired.
We have stuff to do around here.
That's perfect.
Khari, could you tell the people where they can find you and what cool shit you have going on?
Thanks to the strike, I'm unemployed. So you can find me on Mama's house. Yeah. I'm on Instagram at _hiphopfiend. Do not judge me. I made that name when I was 14. That's just what it is.
No, I get it. We never thought the platform was gonna last. You're talking to Cool Guy Jokes 87. Bro.
I was just trying to holler at girls, and next thing I know, I'm 28 and I have to live with it.
Yeah, this is where you brand, and it's technically your business now, and you guys are real silly looking.
Yep, goofy as fuck. We got more shorts coming. Langston isn't one of them. He plays a very good angry guy. Yeah, I think that's all I got covered. Oh, it's a documentary. A documentary I did with NAACP is gonna be coming as soon as I can find some fucking money to finish this damn thing.
It's crazy. Yeah. He did a documentary about this abduction. Please check it out.
And it's sponsored by the NAACP for some reason.
They also wanted to know, and Black Mild. So,
well, follow Khari and Bori. You got anything?
Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram. I don't have anything crazy. I'm going on tour starting the beginning of September through the end of October and a little bit of November. But there'll be like visuals and dates and stuff forthcoming within the next couple weeks. So, look out for that. But other than that, watch Royal Crackers on Max. I got nothing.
Hell yeah. Khari, you had something.
Nah, I love Royal Crackers. It's great.
Oh, fuck
yeah. Hell yeah. They couldn't have done it without me.
Yeah.
He's literally in every episode. They could not have done it without him.
I keep saying.
We got some exciting shit coming up for y'all this year. We don't want to spoil anything, but my mama told me we're gonna be running around. We're gonna be doing a little bit of touring, coming to a city near you, and we would love for you to bring your ass out when we tell you all the dates and shit.
Bring that ass.
And as always, you can subscribe to the YouTube. You can like, you can comment, you can write us at mymommapod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. I said what I said, and I'm not proud of it, but words were misspoken. And as always, follow me at Langston Kerman, and that's all the stuff. I think we did it. Bye, bitch.
Yeah, boy.